Hey, it's Amanda Bodraska. I'm out here at Rittman Orchards on our farm, and we thought we would record some videos for you to show you a little bit of what we do when it starts getting warm outside. So let's go see what Chris is doing. Hey Chris, what you doing?
I'm pruning cherry trees.
Tell me about it.
Okay, well, we're pruning for a couple different reasons. You want to kind of open up the tree first of all so that you can get light coming into everything. We also take out branches that are like crisscrossing and rubbing up against each other, and we're also trying to actually limit the crop a little bit. If you kind of zoom in here a little bit, you can kind of see these buds are getting really close to opening, so it's past time that we get this finished for the season. This would be last year or 2 years ago's growth. This would be last year's growth. If you leave too long of a branch from last year, all of this is going to be cherries again next year, and the good cherries keep moving away from the trunk further out the tree, and we end up having too much of a crop also. So we another reason to prune is to kind of limit the crop for next year. So if you want, I can kind of prune a little bit and you can kind of see what I do, I guess. So let's start like here. So we don't want this crisscrossing branch, so I'm going to take that. With cherries, you always leave a stub. There's some buds here, so hopefully that'll do something. And I also don't want a real vertical branch because this will be too vigorous and upright, and you can already see it'll interfere with up there. So I'm gonna tip a bunch of that off and hopefully get something coming out here this spring, and next year we'll hopefully have a branch that goes this way. Then let's see, kind of get this back to something to do the same kind of thing, get some branches going down here. We don't want anything droopy. And then, like I said before, to limit the crop for next year, we don't really want all of this growth to be this long. So we these long ones I kind of tip. This is going back into the tree, and so we take that out. Here's some more length. That's a little bit upright. And just kind of go around the tree doing this. We also don't, like I said before with this one, we don't really want vertical shoots because they're real vigorous and they kind of take over. We want stuff that kind of at an angle goes out and up just a little bit to kind of keep the right amount of vigor and not interfere with any of the rest of the tree that'll form later. So I'm actually gonna take that whole thing off and tip these guys back, and this one's a little upright, and so that's a little more like I want the limb to look. So that's kind of what I do. A lot of cherry pruning is actually done in the summer. Sometimes we don't quite get to all of that because we're really busy with berries and peaches. So sometimes I'm kind of catching up in the spring on cherry pruning a little bit too. But it still works for us. So that's kind of what I'm up to right now.